Hey everyone, this is Steve Weintraub with Collider, and we are here at our New York Comic Con studio, and I am really excited to be talking with the fine folks behind Secret Level, the show the shirt that Tim is wearing. He's promoting it today.
Right there.
Right.
Oh, this is your studio here at Comic Con?
Could be.
This is yours?
Yeah,
okay.
It's totally just Colliders, and there's no other websites that are involved.
I was just surprised because we've just done 5 other interviews in this.
Yeah, there's definitely just Collider in here, 100%. It doesn't look like any of the others.
For this slice of time, Collider owns it.
Yeah, exactly. For this moment, exactly. How are you both doing?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Happy to be here.
Joint studio.
My first New York Comic Con.
Yeah, so I've seen one episode of your show, and I can now talk about it because the embargo is lifted. It was fucking awesome.
Steve was off camera, very complimentary about the show. Yes.
Oh wow.
About that episode.
That episode is fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's New World. How do you
Eternum.
pronounce the last word?
Eternum.
Eternum.
Yes.
Right. So for people that don't realize, you got
Which
Arnold
we wrote phonetically for our star.
So you have Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and he is fantastic. Talk a little bit about that specific episode and having Arnold play that character without spoilers, if you can.
He had a great. I mean, the pitch is great. Like, what if Dave does this great outline of every episode where he kind of sums it up in a quick one, and his summation of that episode is, what if Conan was all talk, and that was kind of the pitch of the series, and it was great. And then of course we got Arnold to do it, and so
It's kind of those two things happened at the same time.
did it?
Oh yeah, I mean we wrote it for him because he's
Well, yeah, but did I get him and then you wrote,
Yeah.
or did you? No,
so we didn't follow a typical casting process on the show. I would get these videos periodically from Tim, and this one was Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, "Whatever you want me to do, I'll be be in the show." And I was sitting in a room with JT writing stories. I'm like, let's pivot and write something different, and that's where New World came from.
The reason I think that episode works so well, besides the animation being beautiful, is that it's really violent, it's very funny, and it has heart.
it does have a lot of heart.
Yes. How did that? Oh, it was John Scalzi. We sat in a room with John Scalzi. So we brought back a lot of the authors from Love, Death, and Robots, Love, Death, Robots based on short stories. And John is also like action comedy, I would say, like Scalzi excels at. He's like a very dry sense of humor too. So he came in and helped us with that pitch. I can't remember where the sort of heartfelt ending came from. I think that might have been JT. But yes, like we wanted there to be something sort of redeeming at the end.
And I have to point out that the other, it's a two-hander, and the other character in that, Scavola, his sidekick, is Stephen Pacey, who is a great British actor, but also reads Joe Abercrombie's books. And if you listen to the books on tape, they're my favorite books in the fucking universe. And he is just the best voice actor ever, and a good on-screen actor before that. But I highly recommend listening to him read those books.
So fans are going to love that episode, but I'm curious. So you have 15 episodes. Do they all drop on December 10th? Is it a spaced out thing? What's the deal?
We drop, I want to say half, but it's not exactly half, but it's December 10th and December 17th.
15's not divisible by 2.
Thanks. But even that,
it's not exactly.
So it's like 8 and 7 or 7.
No, not exactly that.
I'm missing something here.
Yeah.
It's two drops.
Yes, 2 drops.
Yeah, 2 drops.
Yes.
Okay. It's 2 drops that are definitely even because it's 15 episodes.
Yes. Got it, Frosty.
Let's just move on because I'm clearly stupid that
No, it's 2 drops.
Yes.
There's the main reason, I mean, for a variety of reasons. I like the idea of the show building a little momentum and people, it comes out, hopefully there's word of mouth and people can come back. But also, and I think it was you that told me that that's been established better best practices. But also, it's really hard to put Spelunky next to Warhammer and have people,
they're somewhat
enjoy them both equally.
So they're slightly curated based on like the sort of adult audience versus less so. So we.
I actually think it's a way smart move to do a two different day release, because and I say this all the time, when it drops one day, it's like you're the buzz for that weekend, and then it just goes away. And having you've already made your decision, but I almost would have done a 2-week separation, but that's just me. If you get another
or more
season,
drops, there were many. We played with many versions. We wanted
I
to give
wouldn't say there weren't other options that we
yes.
that we proposed.
Prime Video probably said you're doing this, and you said that sounds great.
It wasn't exactly that.
I mean, because there are so many mega, like the amazing thing that we didn't even realize when we were starting the show is that it's not just Amazon sort of promoting the show. There are 15 publishers and developers. That's a lot of megaphones to sort of try and blast in a cacophony on one weekend, right? So our goal was always, can we give folks a little bit more of a runway to help us promote the show and put it out there? And so I think it was always the plan to try and stagger it in some way, so that we could sort of generate.
If you're going to have
more
the
buzz.
influencers talk about it on Twitch and other media, you want to give everybody their moment to shine instead of just the big tentpole IPs sucking up all the air in the room.
I totally understand. So there's 15 episodes, and I don't know how much time I have left in this interview. Do you know how much time I have left? That's not enough time, but let's just try to do this anyway. So there's 15. I'm going to say each one, and real fast, I want you to tell the audience, like, what are you excited? Like, is it super violent? Like, what do you want to tell people about each one? And we have 5 minutes. So here we go. Ready? Armored Core.
It's a junkie mech pilot. It's Mech Top Gun meets Drive.
Wait, Mech Top Gun meets Drive.
Yes.
A+. That's very good. Concord.
The last ride of Captain Cassidy and the Free Gunners.
Guardians of the Galaxy meets Thelma and Louise.
Yes, that's better.
Crossfire.
Ooh.
The most played game on planet Earth.
Or Heat in a Hurricane.
Okay, I need to see these episodes.
That's a good one, Dave.
You said it already, but like you can give me one for D&D.
Ooh. D&D. Our challenge from D&D with Wizards was dragons like we've never seen them before.
That was the direction that they gave
Somewhat, yes.
So
we have the best dragons.
Okay. Exodus.
You got that one.
It's Jack London's Odyssey of the North with time travel.
Okay. I got to see these. Horror. What is it? Horror of King? Honor of Kings.
Honor of Kings.
I'm like, I can't read my handwriting.
That is Ingrid Bergman's Game of Death meets Arrival.
This is like words that never go together until today. I've never heard something like that.
That one sounds pretentious.
It does,
good.
but we tried.
Right. Mega Man.
The beginning.
Yes, it's the origin. It's the origin story, or our version of the origin story.
We talked about New World, so that we can move off that. Pac-Man.
We disemboweled your childhood. That's Pac-Man.
But Tim said this already, but you can give me yours, which is the PlayStation one.
PlayStation is a love letter to gaming. I mean, it's the whole series, but its inception was like a love letter to true cinematic storytelling gaming.
I think I said it's the competition between the games that addict you and the games that take you places.
Yes. You stole that from my show and tell.
Yes, I did.
Is it Sifu?
Sifu, yes.
Yeah. Clearly, I'm a gamer.
There is a line from True Detective that I love that is the basis for this episode, which is, life's only long enough to get good at one thing. Be careful what you get good at.
Splunky.
Oh, you've got to channel Tamsin here. Tamsin Muir wrote the episode. Tamsin wrote Gideon the Ninth. It would be life's an adventure. Just step outside the door.
Okay.
I'll take that.
The Outer Worlds.
A sci-fi retelling of The Giving Tree.
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament.
Oh man, I hope you love techno music. Would be that one.
Gladiator meets
Yeah,
Wall-E. Meets
it's
Wall-E.
Yes, meets Ex Machina meets techno music.
No, it's Gladiator. Come on.
Yes,
Yes,
it's Gladiator.
it's Gladiator. What? Tron meets Wall-E?
Tron?
No.
Who the fuck
Come
is
on.
Tron in that episode?
Gladiator meets
There's no Tron.
Tron.
Did we say?
The arena.
Yes, yes. That arena.
Listen, if you
shares-
show me the episode, I'll be able to tell you what it is.
It's
Let's make
Gladiator.
a trade.
It's techno. It's Ex Machina meets Gladiator.
All right,
This episode, that episode tested through the fucking roof. It's amazing.
Unreal?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised because I
Yeah,
love it. but it
I
was-
heard Unreal's popular. This is my last one. I'm also out of time, so we got to be brief. I know you directed Warhammer.
Yes.
Tim has said a little bit about Warhammer, and I've run it on the site, but I do want to hear from you as a Uber fan what it was like to direct Warhammer, and what do you want to tell people real quick?
Yes, 20 years ago, we did our first Warhammer trailer at Blur, and we have been trying to get more 40K every year for 20 years. What is it? I'm so glad. It was like a very personal homecoming for me. Like we were writing that story. My father died literally while we were writing that story, and the folks at Games Workshop, we couldn't have asked for like better collaborators. I think the hard thing about Warhammer is to tell like a concise story, and all it really is like an emotional poem about like, can we control what our children become? It is a very weirdly violent personal story, but I love it, and I'm hoping they let us do more.
I have to stop there. I am so sincere when I say show me the episodes, and I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys once I've seen them.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Cool. On that note,
Show them the episodes.
yeah, Anna.